Apes need to stop doing this, and that is buying options that are far out of the money. And if that doesn't make sense to you guys, we're going to be going over this due diligence piece that I do want to share with you that breaks down the whole process and what has actually been going on. So drop that like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell, and let's get into this video. So this post is from, I can't even say this, but credit to you, came out 51 minutes ago. My theory was 100% true about options trading. Please read this post if you care about GameStop, AMC as well, investment. Options trading gives unlimited ammo to hedge funds to keep kicking the can down the road. It says, hedge funds don't ever lose on options plays. The recent hype-dated post made apes lose so much in options trading. Simply don't buy options. And that is very true. Hedge funds never lose on options. They will never lose on options. They hedge in either direction. If those options expire worthless, then they keep all of the money outright, but they never lose on options. As I say all the time, the casino, they don't lose. And the casino is the market makers, the hedge funds, the institutions, and they do not lose. So it says, I am not going to start this off by saying I am a smooth brain ape with little knowledge, blah, blah. No, I know what I am talking about, and this is how the whole story develops. 1. Apes get so hyped up from certain dated posts and DD, and apes expect the price to shoot up in that specific day. And that's one thing. If there is a specific day or due diligence piece, whatever the case is, don't ever expect it to happen exactly how people think it's going to happen. It usually does the opposite. 2. Market makers, hedge funds write options calls and then sell these calls to apes and make a killing. Apes buy those calls thinking it's a win-win for them. 3. Hedge funds, market makers look at the calls ratio and see it's very high because, of course, apes thinks the price will shoot up. 4. Hedge funds, market makers buy puts against apes calls, and that is just essentially hedging. 5. Hedge funds, market makers, or aka shit it out, direct buy pressure or FOMO, if any, through dark pools, and can even short the stock with a very small amount of phantom shares. 6. The price tanks on that hype day and hedge funds collect tendies from their puts. On the other hand, apes get frustrated, helpless, and powerless. By the way, that's a psychological war from that they have been playing since January. They want you to hate the stock and wash your hands from it, and that was a direct quote. 7. As you can see, they make money on both ways, selling new call options to apes and buying puts on the way down. 8. Rinse and repeat for the last 6 months and make millions of dollars off of apes. And this is very true. They have been doing this for a very long time, making a ton of money. Millions and millions, if not billions of dollars in the last 6 months, multi-billions of dollars of profits, if I were to say so myself. Says, that's why I've been saying this since January. Apes will never win this war until they completely stay off options. Don't give them more ammo. Please don't. Furthermore, apes need to downvote every hype post with specific date or simply ask a mod to add a date rule and date bans. Just hodl, buy the dip whenever you can and wait for RC and his team to do something about this. Be patient. Apes got this. Low volume doesn't matter. FTDs doesn't matter. Interest rate doesn't matter. Technical analysis doesn't matter. Exponential chart doesn't matter. Repo payment doesn't matter. Number of phantom shares doesn't matter. The Ken's ex-wife story doesn't matter. S&P 400 or even 500 doesn't matter. MACD doesn't matter. Positive earnings doesn't matter. VWAP crossing doesn't matter. Don't expect SEC or DTCC to do something about this. Apes are dealing with professional criminals who have been doing this for decades, which is very, very true. The only thing that matters in this fight is Ryan Cohen. RC needs to act and take the matters into his own hands. I'm sure he's working tirelessly and has a plan in place to expose the criminals and protect shareholders' interests. Also remember, besides fighting for apes, he's also fighting for his own 9 million shares and his future. Finally, media is talking now about options trading here. If this is not a trap for apes, I don't know what is. Buy and hold only the underlying stocks, not options. And that is overall sound investment advice for anybody, especially new investors into the stock market. You don't want to start gambling around with options, especially when people are putting certain dates on certain things, because you'll buy these options, you'll expect something to happen, and nothing is going to happen because it's expected and it's priced into the overall stock and what the market makers expect to happen. Because as we do know, as we cover all the time, the market makers, they dictate the prices, not the buying, not the selling. It is the market makers that really press the bids up or lower the ask on the stock, which does compress these bids and asks and ultimately dictates the price and sets the price for the stock. Now, just to break down for you guys, if you're unaware how the market makers, hedge funds, institutions never lose on options, it is very simple. When you are buying calls, you are paying this money, right? Let's say this $45 strike, you're paying $88 for one contract. That means you have the right to buy 100 shares of AMC at $45. If AMC never reaches $45 by this Friday, the market makers, who control 90% of the back end of options, they do this to make sure that you can always go into the options market and buy options. They do this. They essentially control over 90%, at the very minimum, 90% of all the back ends of all options, calls, and puts. So essentially, when obviously AMC does not expire over $45 by Friday, you will lose all of this $88. Where is it going? It is going to the market makers. But how do they never lose? Even if AMC were to go to $50, right, you have the right to buy 100 shares at $45. They will go out on the market and buy shares at, let's say, $44.50. And then if you exercise your option, they will sell them to you at $45. So they essentially made $50 by just buying those shares and selling them to you on top of that $88 premium they already did collect. So that is why you do see a gamma squeeze. That is hedging to make sure that the market makers, hedge funds, and institutions do not lose on their options trades. And it is literally that simple. It works the same way for puts on the downside as well. So that is all we do have for this video. Drop that like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell. Also, check out the 3 links linked down below in the description. There is a link for public. They do not use payment for order flow. Get up to $70 in your choice free stock. It only takes about 3 minutes time. No need to link a bank account or deposit a single dollar to receive your free stock. Also, there's 2 other links in the description. There is a link for a free Discord chat for AMC. Obviously, there's also a link for the buy and sell alerts. We have been killing it over there, so definitely check that out. It is very inexpensive. But with all that being said, guys, I will see you in a later video.